Hello, sir. And I think I have done the basic process and of the API calls. So I just want to give you this demo to not demo, maybe a video to show you what I have done and also report the progress to you. Okay, so you can see that my desktop right now, and this is a source code application, and in the web config file we have the consumer key, consumer secret, the access token secret configured in the app settings, and also the API base address. Okay, this is my test. I use the first one .assistly.com. So for your subdomain, you maybe set it as contract one.assistly.com. Okay. Um, so the first, I just want to give you the results. And by the way, I do the our application use the MVC framework. So there is just one controller called Postmark controller. So this is the only, and the bounce hook is the function. So the URL should be like for the postmark used might be HTTP and our domain.com, and then is the controller. The controller is postmark, and then is the action is. So we can set our app our URL like this to use by the postmark to post the notification to us. In fact, I just set it in the root configuration, and in fact we can just keep our domain. The default action will go to this one. So we just set it, this give this our domain URL to postmark, then we can receive the notification. Okay. So go to the details about the about the source code and the parameter. This parameter is just the Johnson data postmark posted to us, and so check this. You will have a bound at and can active description, and the message ID, name, subject, and such as just defined in the postmark. And okay, so the first we just call to get the group ID. For example, I just want to set it to the test group, and we'll get the group ID. And because the group ID is don't change, so I think at the first time we can get the group ID and store it in somewhere, and then we just get the group ID directly and do not need to call the API each time. I think so. And then we will create a new interaction, just as we said this new interaction don't have the group ID set parameter. So with your suggestion, we after the return, we check if that is the interaction is created successful. If so, we can then try to update the case to do to add the group ID. Okay, so this is the basic process, and all of the most of the function efforts I did is in this folder, the Assistly. And in the Assistly we have three folders. The first one is the call, just a call used to the common HTTP request, and the second is a method. We have different methods, for example, for the case, the group interactions, and the last one is the OAuth protocol implementation for .NET about the Assistly. Okay. So most of the my effort is put on the OAuth and also the core. Okay. So I just want to give you the results, show you the results right now, and we can set a breakpoint here and run it. You can see that this is our domain, just domain, but you can see that it can direct to this action automatically. So for the future use by for the Postmark URL, we just can set this one with our domain. Of course, this is just my local right now, and we can go step. At first, we'll try to check get the group. Okay, and we can set a breakpoint here and go. And right now we can check the group ID. That is 78041, and this is the test group. And then we try to add interaction with the subject, test the subject by freeze the 5th time. Okay, we can add also a breakpoint here and just continue. Okay, and when we check, and this one will check if the result is successful. Okay, it is successful, and get the case ID returned in the response. The case ID is 10, and right now, and so then we need to update the case with the group ID. Okay, so this is the case update result. You can see that the response said successful. Okay, so and then we will finish our for this call. So this it will just return empty, just 200 HTTP response code to Postmark to indicate the process is already okay. And so right now, let me check the Assistly agent to check the results, and you can see that this is the test subject by first, fifth. Because I just created that ran the scripts before 10 minutes ago, and we can just check the last one. You can see that the group is test, and the message is this one, and from the UI email address is I set in the code. Okay, so the basic process and the functions are already okay, and just for the issues you concerned about the how to do if the failed, and how we net how we can send the failed to Assistly again. So I think that this is maybe another issue, because you know this URL, this link just used by Postmark. So when there are something happened in Postmark, they need to send the notification to us. They can call this URL. So if that if we create the interaction failed, and there is no way for us to send it again directly. So there are two things we need to do for this feature. At first, we need to store the failed interactions. There are two ways for us to do. The first one is save it in the database, but I think that the database maybe is a little expensive to use. Okay, so the second one is save it in a file, or but if the file is not good to use, because it's just a plain text and don't have the multi-thread support. Okay, so I think we can use the messaging queue. Uh, so if there are any field, we can save it to messaging queue. In fact, we can whatever the save or successful or failed at the first time when we need to create a new interaction, we need to um, send the interaction to the messaging queue first, and then so whatever the success or fail, we, we both send the interactions to the messaging queue. So after we send that, there must be have some way to read the interactions from the queue, and so maybe we need another Windows service to do that. So the Windows service will monitor this queue and maybe monitor this queue every minute. So there are even any interactions exist in the messaging queue, it will try to read it and send it to Assistly. If success, it will delete the interaction from the queue. If still failed, it will won't delete it, and at the next minute, it will try again until it sends it successfully. So Windows Service is a good choice to do, and but I don't know. I'm not sure if Amazon or the app for our support the Windows Service on their cloud side. But I think Windows Service is really a good choice to do the asynchronous programming. Okay, thank you.